Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to talk about the holiday releases that we've seen so far for this year's holiday season. If you guys don't know, holiday makeup season is my favorite makeup season because I always love all the new holiday releases. I love the cute packaging, I love the value sets. So whenever I see like a new holiday makeup release launch, I always get so excited. And this year we have been seeing a lot of releases quite early. I mean, it's currently the beginning of September and we already saw the first releases back in August, so I thought it was fun to do a video where I sort of go over like the holiday releases that we've seen so far to sort of like get an overview of what is going to be launching. Of course, there will be a lot more holiday releases coming, but these are the ones that I've personally already seen so far, so I thought this would make a fun video idea, sort of like a little twist on the Will I Buy It series, so that's what we're doing today. But if you are new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos every single week and I would love it if you subscribed. But for now, if you want to see this year's holiday makeup releases, then please keep watching. So I have just moved a little bit to the side so I can insert the photos on the screen right here, and just like with my Will I Buy It, the photos I'm going to be using are from Trend Mood. I'm just going to go over these in like a random order, and I'm going to start with one that is very exciting. This week we saw the preview of the Hourglass holiday collection, and these are called the new Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palettes, I think, and this is going to include of 3 different palettes. Now, if you don't know, every year Hourglass releases a big palette like this for the holiday season, and always a lot of people get very excited about them. I've bought the one from 2 years ago and I did really like it. It did end up being slightly too deep for me, so I didn't get as much use out of it, but if you like Hourglass, these palettes are always a really good value for money since Hourglass products are very expensive, and usually with these palettes you're getting a better value. So this year they sort of switch it up and they did something very different with the packaging. Usually the packaging is always very sleek, very like clean, and they actually created animal themed packaging. Now, I saw a little bit of mixed opinions about this one. A lot of people seem to love it and a lot of people seem to hate it, but basically they are releasing 3 palettes themed around tigers, butterflies and elephants. So I'm going to start off with the tiger palette. This just has a blue packaging with tigers on there. I think the packaging of this one is really cute, and then looking at the inside, I feel like the inside of this one is the most interesting out of all 3 palettes that we've seen so far. So this one looks like it's going to come with, I'm guessing, either a highlighter or finishing powder, and then the rest of the 5 shades seem to be blushes, and if it's not a blush, then that bottom shade in the middle is going to be a bronzer, but it looks quite deep, so I wonder if it's actually going to be a bronzer. This one I think looks interesting because it has 2 of like the marble shades, which I always think looks super cute, but for the rest, I don't think I would need a palette with 5 different blushes in there. So with this one, I really want to see which products are included. So I'm excited to see the shade names and also see if these are going to be new or existing shades. The next one is called Butterfly, and this one seems to have 2 setting powders, a bronzer, a highlighter, and 2 blushes. At least that's what I'm guessing from seeing this photo. I'm not sure, of course, because we haven't gotten all the details yet. This one looks very interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging. I feel like the packaging of this one is the least exciting for me, but the inside of this looks so beautiful. I feel like those 2 blushes would definitely be too deep for me, so I don't think this is one that I will be buying. I feel like they have made an interesting choice in the shades in this palette. I feel like in a negative way, because I feel like the setting powders or the finishing powders, whatever they are, look really light, and then the blushes look more deep, so I feel like the blushes would be more suitable towards a deeper skin tone, but I don't feel like anyone with a deep skin tone would be able to use that lightest finishing powder, so I feel like that's an interesting choice. So I wonder if the blushes are actually going to be lighter in real life or what the like reasoning behind these shades are. But from looking at the palette as a whole, I feel like it does look like a really pretty palette. And then lastly, we have one gorgeous palette, which is the elephant packaging. Now, I feel like as a whole, this is the palette that I would be most interested in buying, mainly because I like the 2 pink like blush in there. I feel like it's nice to have a bronzer, and then it looks like there's going to be 2 finishing powders and a highlighter in here. So this one is definitely my favorite looking at the inside of the palette, and I really like the pink design of the packaging as well. I was kind of surprised myself by this animal design as well. I really did not expect that from Hourglass, but it does look pretty. I'm personally a fan of it, and I'm excited to see these palettes in real life and see more photos and stuff on them. So those are the Hourglass palettes, and we don't know yet when these are going to be launching. We then have the holiday collection from Benefit Cosmetics. Benefit is releasing new sets for the holiday season, and they're releasing a lot of them. First, I want to talk about this cheek palette. This one is called Cheek the Male Blush, Bronzer, and Highlighter Palette. So this one has the blush in the shade Terra, the bronzer in the shade Hula, and then the highlighter in the shade Cookie. I feel like this is a really cute palette. I personally am not the biggest fan of the Hula bronzer, the original one, so I don't think I will be buying this, just because then I would only be able to use 2 shades. But if you like the Hula bronzer, I feel like this one would be quite a nice value, and I feel like the shade selection is really nice as well. We then have a Blush and Brush Delivery limited edition blusher shade and brush gift set. This is a Terrace Park Golden Shimmer Brick Red Blush. I thought this was going to be a highlighter from looking at this photo, but it's actually a blush apparently, but it does look really nice. I really like the holiday design on this blush. I feel like it looks super cute. And I want to see the front of this blush as well, and this is going to come with the brush too, so I wonder how expensive it's going to be. And then they are releasing a lot of different gift sets. I'm not going to go over each one of them, but we have a Hula and Shelly Geo, we have a brow set, we have a blush and Benetton set, we have a setting spray and primer set. I feel like these sets would make cute gifts, but I never really picked them up myself. So I'm pretty excited about the holiday releases from Benefit this year. Moving on to the Too Faced collection. This is one that I was a little bit disappointed by. Of course, the first palette that we've been seeing is the Pumpkin Second Slice eyeshadow palette. This one is already available, and this is the one they usually do in the tin packaging each year. So last year they did the Cinnamon Swirl. The year before they did Pumpkin, and they started with the super famous gingerbread palettes. This year we have a cardboard palette. I already talked about this in a previous Will I Buy It, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. If you're interested about this palette, there are already a lot of reviews on this online, because this one is actually already available to buy. So if you have been thinking about buying this one, I did saw Morgan Turner review this, and I think she was pretty happy with this palette. So I'm personally a little sad that this is not in the tin packaging, because I feel like that sort of like ruins the collection part of it if you've been collecting them, but there's probably a reasoning behind it. And then they always release a bunch of these cardboard like palettes with a lot of different shades in there. The first one is the Christmas Bake Shop, and this is going to be $45 with 3 face and eye palettes. I don't want to say boring, but they're just not interesting. I think this is a palette you would like buy for the packaging, which is usually the case with these Too Faced holiday palettes, but the inside doesn't look that exciting for me. I feel like the packaging of the like Christmas Bake Shop is really cute though. They're then releasing the You Drive Me Glazy eyeshadow palette and face palette. This one has, I think, 4 blushes in there and then a lot of eyeshadows. Again, I never really think these are super great quality, so I never pick these up myself, but if you're into like cute packaging and you have tried these before and you like the quality, then this one might be a nice one to buy. And then they're also releasing like a mini tin packaging, which is called Secret Santa. This one is cute. I don't like the color story as much. I feel like it's a little bit basic. I feel like I liked last year's color story better, the one from the Christmas coffee. I feel like the packaging is very cute with like the pink Santa on there. So again, Too Faced just does a very good job at packaging, but I feel like the shades itself, they're usually little bit boring, so I don't think I will be buying anything from the Too Faced holiday collection this year, which honestly is a little bit sad because they're always like one of the first brands I look forward to see the holiday releases, but this year they just haven't released anything that I think would be a nice addition to my collection. So that is the holiday Christmas collection. Tarte released the Man-Eater After Dark eyeshadow palette, and I did hear some people mention that this was going to be the holiday palette, so I'm just going to mention it in today's video, and they will probably release more sets and stuff, but they haven't been announced just yet. So this has 24 new shades, 11 mattes, 9 shimmers, and 4 sheens with warm neutrals, golds, coppers, and berries, Amazonian clay infused for $52. Now I'm usually one, I really like Tarte eyeshadows. I know not everyone is a big fan of them, but they're just very easy to to use, very beginner friendly. But this one, I mean, looking at this photo, I like it a little bit more, but I have seen so many people be excited about this palette and I sort of didn't get it. I mean, it is a nice like fall palette, but I don't feel it's like anything unique. I feel like the color story is a little bit random as well, and there are quite a bit of repetitive shades in there. I will have this link down below in case you want to pick this one up, because this one is already available as well. We have then seen the NARS holiday collection, and I've already talked about this one in a Will Abide as well, but basically this year we're getting an eyeshadow palette, another face palette, and then a lipstick and a little set. This is what has been announced yet. Maybe they will add more, I'm not entirely sure. But the blush palette that they always do for the holiday season, I always look forward to because they always look so beautiful. This year they're doing the Rising Star Cheek palette, and I personally think this one looks very, very pretty. I really like the design with the stars on there, and also I feel like the shades look really nice. We haven't really gotten a lot of close-up photos of this one yet, so I'm not really sure what this one is going to look like in person. So I wonder what the finishes and stuff like that are like in real life. So I'm very excited about this one actually. And then the eyeshadow palette I feel like looks beautiful as well. I like the variety between deep shades and then that sort of like light pastel shade. So I'm very excited to see more photos of this one as well when this has launched. The lipstick looks pretty as well, and then there's like a little light reflecting powder set. So I feel like the NARS holiday collection for this year, it looks really nice as well. Then I want to talk about an advent calendar that I think a lot of people are excited about. This is the Cult Beauty advent calendar for 2022, and I feel like the Cult Beauty advent calendars are one of the most popular advent calendars out there. They always sell out so fast, and this year it looks like a really nice calendar. We have been seeing a photo of everything that's inside, and this year the value is going to be over 1,100 euros, but it retails for 275 euros. Now that is a really great saving, but still keep in mind that 275 euros is still a lot of money. If you're sure you're going to get use out of most products in the advent calendar, then these are a really great deal to get a lot of different products for like a relatively low price. But if you are thinking you're not going to use the majority of the products in here, they're just nice to have but you wouldn't have bought them yourself, then I would not recommend picking this up, because again, it is a very expensive advent calendar. Now if you are interested in buying this, then I would recommend signing up for the wait list, because these sell out incredibly fast. So I have the link down below where you can sign up for the waitlist if you are interested in buying this year's advent calendar. But it looks like there's going to be a Charlotte Tilbury palette in there, Laneige lip mask, Huda Beauty lipstick, Sol de Janeiro cream, the glow drops from Glow Recipe, a mini Briojo hair mask, color wow spray. So a lot of nice brands, and I feel like they did a really good job at this year's advent calendar. That being said, I'm personally probably not going to pick it up, because I think I would fall into the category of people who think this is nice to have but I don't need to have these products. And then again, 275 euros is just a little bit too much to just spend on makeup. But if you are interested in buying this, and I think this one is a really nice one. So I think that these are most, if not all, of the holiday releases that I have seen so far. If you have seen any more that I should know about, then let me know in the comment section down below, because I might have missed some. And like I said, I love all holiday makeup releases. I can't wait to see everything being announced and buy a lot of nice products with cute packaging, because that is always what I love about holiday makeup. So if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell if you don't miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!